What's going on, Sports Wars? This is Ryan with Dark Outpost and geeksandgamers.com, and year after year, we hear this call for the Washington Redskins to change their name. And year after year, team owner Dan Snyder answers with the same thing. Never. We will never change the Washington Redskins name. But this time, it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because with everything going on in the world right now, we know corporations are bending over backwards for anyone that complains about anything that could potentially be insensitive. You see right here, stadium sponsor FedEx asks Redskins to change nickname. Now, this story comes after this morning where we had this report. Investors reportedly call on corporations to cut ties with Washington Redskins. You can see, according to Adweek, 37 investment firms and shareholders sent 3 separate letters to Nike, PepsiCo, and FedEx last week, pressuring each of the companies to cut ties with the NFL franchise. The investors argue that the Redskins name perpetuated racism against Native Americans, and a partnership with the team conflicted with each company's commitment to inclusion, diversity, and racial equality. And then, of course, the letter mentions Black Lives Matter movement and everything going on. But FedEx actually took that step. FedEx, which has naming rights to the stadium which the Washington Redskins play, made a request Thursday that the team change the nickname. And of course, it's not a nickname. That is the name of the team. It is the Washington Redskins. We have communicated to the team in Washington our request that they change the team name, FedEx said in a statement obtained by ESPN. FedEx paid $205 million to the Redskins for naming rights to the stadium in 1998, a deal that runs through 2025. That seems like actually a pretty darn good deal, a 27-year deal for $200 million. Frederick Smith, the chairman, CEO, and president of FedEx Corp, also owns a minority stake in the Redskins. That is important as well. So the CEO of FedEx also owns part of the Redskins. Team owner Dan Snyder has been under renewed pressure to change its nickname, with protesters targeting the sponsors, according to Adweek. And of course, the statue of the Washington Redskins founder, the original person who created the team, was taken down at the airport just a few weeks ago. FedEx, Nike, and PepsiCo each received letters, just like we said. In 2014, the Oneida Tribe of Indians of Wisconsin asked FedEx shareholders to reconsider the naming rights, but shareholders voted to stick with the company officials. And of course, 6 years has passed since 2014. Now everything's different. Now they really care about this thing, right? FedEx really cares, evidently. Native American leaders want Snyder to change the name when the franchise has used since 1933. In the past, groups protested the name and tried to win in court. Those efforts failed. The Washington Post reported that the District of Columbia, so DC's delegate to the House of Representatives, made it clear the nickname needed to change if the team wanted to return to the district. That stance serves a potential roadblock if the franchise wants to move back to DC instead of where they currently are in Landover, Maryland, after the 2027 season. It's going to be tough to see. I would have completely said, a year ago that there's no way Dan Snyder will ever change the name to this, because it is often a very small minority of people that are calling for this team name to be changed. But today, we know that minority is very, very loud. And if you are someone that doesn't feel that way, if you don't remain silent, then you get canceled. It gets put out where you live, where you work, and they try to make you lose your job simply for having another opinion. So what's going to happen this time? You're not going to have a huge vocal support group because people will be afraid to be canceled. That is what is going on in society right now. We just saw in Mississippi, when the team, when NCAA said, we're not going to do anything in Mississippi, no championships will be held in Mississippi because you have the Confederate flag on your Mississippi state flag. And what happened? The universities pressured Mississippi and they changed their state flag. That is what's going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll see if Dan Snyder, what he's going to do. Is he going to submit to the request from FedEx, from their sponsor, to change the team name? I honestly think they will. I think this is finally the time which they will change the name due to this pressure. But what do you think? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later.